back to American Girl Collectors. Today I'm doing an update on all my doll sets tour because I have moved things around and I thought it'd be nice to show what I've done. So for starters, I took out the beach and I figured it was kind of weird having a beach. Since I am finished with Dive Ride and Stop Motion, I got some space. So now this is where I store my dolls, and I store them naked because it's just easier that way. Whenever I need a doll, I take it and I dress them instead of always having them lying on the floor everywhere. So that shelf has all my dolls. And then down here, I thought I would put Kit's garden stand here because it just looks really nice considering it's in a garden and everything. I added Blair Wilson's little pieces like her hat and that stuff. I also added the My Life As gardening kit, and I just think it makes the stand look a lot more gardeny. So then here's the road. I also fixed the sidewalk because before there wasn't any space to walk, but now there is. I added these two doors, so now it looks like it's sort of like the main entrance. I do have a few entrances, so it doesn't really matter which one they choose for their door house because there are a few doors. But this is sort of like their block, their street where they live on. Here at the skate park, I managed to extend it a bit. I made it longer, and if they were to go down on the skateboard, they would hop over it and sort of play on the ramp. Which means since I extended the skate park, I got to extend the puppy palace also. Now they finally have their little water place and their little area where they do their business and stuff. In there I still keep a Journey Girls set where it was the vet clinic things. So I keep it in there along with their fire hydrant. So as you can tell on the road, I had fixed the sidewalk and also the crosswalk. This crosswalk was impossible. It kept leaning over, so I managed to secure it up here with a nail, and it can turn. So it's better that way now. So it's the doors, the shop window, and more doors. The stop sign is still there because of the garden stand. The bicycle is here, and so is the scooter. Here are two other doors. And then here is where we get into, I guess, their backyard. So from here, there is the clubhouse. I thought it'd be nice to keep some of the puppies in the clubhouse only because there's so many of them and I don't know where to put them. So I figured in the clubhouse is best. And then there's still the ice cream stand over here, the ice cream cart, and this is Blair Wilson's apron. This is the juice and ice cream cone from the pool, but instead of leaving it lying around, I thought it would be better to leave it here. And then, of course, Blair Wilson's party decor entrance. So now that they're entering into the backyard, here is a door where they can also enter as if like they're the side of the house. And then here is their little area where they have grass and they can roast their marshmallows, and they have a little fire pit. I also added that umbrella to give them shade. If they were sitting down on that chair, they'd probably want some shade. That's actually a DIY from the clubhouse activity, or the outings. No, not clubhouse or outings. The doll hangouts. Yeah, doll hangouts. That's where that umbrella is from. So, and then over there I have Joss's surfboard and the little pieces that come with it. That's a mermaid skirt tail from My Life As. I just added a top to it. And then the pool accessories, and the flip-flops are actually from Joss's collection and the new Truly Me swimsuit collection that I had just gotten. I put a no diving sign near the shallow end because you're not supposed to dive in the shallow end. But I have some cool little toys that they can play with. And then of course the blow up unicorn. So I think the backyard looks a lot better this way. And their clubhouse, everything is better. So now let's get into the inside. Oh, and this was their mailbox. T for Taynia. And the umbrella, which I guess is a good place to store it. So now getting into their house. nothing really changed much here, but I did add this door because I realized they had no way of entering into their bedroom. But now with the door, they have a way. And the little dolls are playing with their little Mega Block toys. And finally found a way to store the ponies. These are all the ponies my dolls play with. So it looks better there now, instead of all over the floor. And the Journey Girl's bed is fixed, so that's a good thing. And then we still have a whole pile of hats here that are from My Life As and American Girl. So then here is the side of their room where it connects into the washroom. And then I just added a whole bunch of things here that my dolls would use, like headbands and purses and glasses and all that. Oops, I keep dropping this. So here is obviously their walk-in bathroom, and it's pretty impressive because now that the Truly Me bathtub is there, it just looks a lot nicer. And there's a mirror on that side. So there's the bathtub, the sink, that little stand, that table thing came with this. Actually, it's from Journey Girls. And there's a sink, a toilet, and of course a door because, like in the bedroom, they didn't have a way of getting into the washroom. So other than walking in from their bedroom, they also have another door. A wardrobe from My Life As with a whole bunch of random stuff. And then the caddy and salon chair from American Girl. And then they also have their ballet bar right here with their yoga mat if they want to lay it out and stretch. So as for the school, I like leaving the school here because my dolls don't really go, well, I'm not going to say they don't go to school, but if I want to play with them, it's just better to leave it here. I leave other little school supplies lying around, but there's also now a door to get into their school because same problem, they didn't have a way of getting into their classroom, but now they do. In the kitchen, everything pretty much still looks the same as it did before. And actually I added that sofa, this sofa over here. Their little musical things. Oh, I moved the little itty bitty library into here because it makes sense if they're lying on the couch, they want to read a book or something. We have little Orion here. And yeah. So the door is still here and they're still able to get inside. Oh, I realized the other day how much random money I have from American Girl. So there's all these tiny little bills. But then I also got some more coins from Kids Garden Stand. So I don't like leaving it lying around. But they have like all these coins and stuff. So yeah, I just keep it here because it's a safe spot. So that was an updated tour, and I'm glad now everything looks a bit better. So as for the stop motion, I'm thinking of a new stop motion idea where I get to show all these dolls that are piled up on top of each other. But for now, I'm still brainstorming. See you.